What's going on, guys? So before we start this video, I just want to take a moment real quick, about a minute or so, and just talk to each one of you one-on-one, because yesterday around mid-afternoon or so we hit 2,000 subscribers, which is just insane. I mean, back in December when we hit 1,000 and got monetized, I would have never seen growth continuing on past that, and we've had consistent growth and it's been wild. I mean, I love doing this stuff, and it's looking like you guys are loving it too, and that's pretty freaking awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Today I got a Veloster Turbo that's getting an exterior detail, a little bit of interior stuff, which you'll see how it all goes in the video. So without taking any further of your time, just like I say pretty much every video, go ahead and like the video, go ahead and press subscribe, and go ahead and ring that bell. That way you know every single time I upload. I upload weekly here, sometimes a little later than usual, sometimes a little earlier than usual, because I need to get back to my Friday upload schedule, which is kind of where I'm at now, kind of just re-regulated back to where we should be. And yeah, guys, enjoy the video. That's right, guys, 2,000 subscribers. That's absurd. Like, it's oh my gosh, I'm literally speechless over it, and I'm so hyped to continue making content for each and every one of you. You have no idea. As for today's video, though, we have a Turbo Veloster here that we're going to be going ahead and starting on the wheels. This paint is in rough condition, but you know, it's workable. We can definitely work some things. I really think that this car should get a polish, but what we're doing here is pretty much just the interior and the exterior. Now for the interior, as you heard me say in the intro clips, I was able to record some of it, but not all of it, just because daylight leaves me pretty quick, and it's extremely annoying because I really enjoy doing interior details, but it's just really hard to record them because by the time I get done with exteriors, usually it's starting to turn night, and then I've run out of daylight to show you guys. But either way, let's go ahead and get started on these wheels. They are pretty dirty. We're using P&S Brake Buster and my hand pump foam sprayer with a variety and assortment of brushes, and we're gonna have some fun and get this thing nice and clean. So instead of going straight into a pre-rinse with this particular vehicle, we're going to go ahead and foam everything down, then brush the crevices, and then do our pre-rinse. Throwing foam on the vehicle is a lot of fun, and it definitely helps with adding lubrication to the pre-rinsing process. So something I've been doing as of recently is utilizing my foam cannon for just about everything. And what I mean by that is literally for everything. So before I pre-rinse, I've done this before in the past too. Usually I'll just foam down the car before I pre-rinse because it ends up lubricating a lot of the loose dirt and debris that's on the vehicle, and it helps out a lot. And it also helps especially whenever using that little brush. I mean, I'm using an ever so soft detail brush, so it's not going to be too worrisome about what it can do to the paint, but it really helps lubrication overall. It also helps with things such as hand washing. It also helps with things such as using clay media in order to get a clay done for mechanical decontamination. Really, a foam cannon is a tool that can be utilized in 50 different ways, all under the idea of lubrication. And the lubricity that you can get from a foam cannon, depending on the soap of course, is something you're not going to get anywhere else from what I've learned. You know, I've used bottles of Quick Detailer, other stuff like that. Really, I 100% recommend using the foam cannon for anything that involves your hand or a material object touching your paint on a car. Now that the car is pretty much completely clean, we're going to go ahead and dry the entire thing off and move on to the next step of the entire process, which is going to be putting on some Bead Maker. In just about every video I talk about this product, I swear. There's some other stuff coming in the future content wise, but as for right now, I am throwing Bead Maker on this because it's just a simple outside detail, getting the thing nice and clean, and Bead Maker adds that last bit of gloss protection and hydrophobic properties, but nothing else can. telling you, the red paint really pops on this car whenever you put something like Bead Maker on it. I mean, honestly, it turned out gorgeous. And now that we're pretty much done doing the exterior of the car, we can move on to throwing some tire shine on it. We are using Meguiar's Hyper Dressing, sprayed into a brush and paint it on like you've seen before in the past. And after about 5 minutes or so, we go ahead and just wipe it off. I still have yet to find a tire dressing that works as good as Meguiar's Hyper Dressing. Now, I've used like Chemical Guys VRP and whatnot in the past, and I just don't really like them all that much. And Meguiar's Hyper Dressing just looks so clean. Now, I did have a buddy give me some Car Pro Pearl that I'm going to be trying out here shortly in the next few videos you guys will look out for, because I am going to speak on it. And out of all the tire dressings that I've seen, let alone used, I think that one's going to work really well as the one that came out from Obsessed Garage, Matt Mormon, just a few months ago. I really want to try that one too. As I said in the beginning of the video, I did do the interior of this vehicle and I did record, for the most part, a good chunk of it. I mean, it turned nighttime as it's become a normal thing nowadays, with me running out of daylight whenever I'm recording these details, but I tried to get the most I could out of the interior recorded for you guys. And granted, it's not all of it, but the footage turned out pretty good, so I wanted to give you guys what I did have. And what we pretty much did with the vehicle is we vacuumed out everything, we went ahead and wiped everything down and made sure it was clean, went ahead and treated the seats with a leather treatment, cleaned the doors, all that stuff you guys know about when it comes to interior details. Pretty much everything was done except for carpet extraction, and made sure everything was nice, tidy, and smelled good, looked clean for the customer whenever he came to pick it up. And overall, I would say it was pretty much successful. But I will say, once that time of year comes, whenever it gets night a lot later on, I'll definitely be able to record and finish off these interior details. Unless I get a car earlier in the day, then I'll make sure to record it as well. So as I said, it was short and sweet, but it ended up looking phenomenal and the customer was extremely happy. I was able to get after shots of the exterior once I was finished with it because I knew it was going to be nighttime whenever I went to do the inside. Sadly, I don't have any after footage of the interior, but then again, the interior wasn't too far gone, so this was just pretty much a spiffy wake-up call to the interior just to make it look really nice, and especially after I put on that interior dressing, it looked great. But for us, I think that's it for this week, guys, really, and I thank you guys so much for helping me with it. Like, oh my gosh, 2,000 subscribers, it's absolutely insane. I think right now, at the finishing of me editing this, I'm at 2,020 or so subscribers, which is, oh my god, I can't express how I feel about it. It's awesome, and I can't express how thankful I am. And if you like this video, guys, please show me by going ahead and leaving a like, go ahead and press subscribe, and go ahead and ring that bell. That way you know every single time I upload. I upload weekly here, whether it be on a Friday or that following Monday. At some point throughout the week, I will be giving you a video. I'm trying to make it a regular upload schedule on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. I'm trying so hard to make that happen, but sometimes life just gets in the way. But without blabbering on anymore, I will see you guys next week with a Hyundai, I think? Something like that. So yeah, later, guys.